Esmond here for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better. And here it is. My final NFL pick of the season. Man, I started out on fire. I was the lead handicapper in NFL football for a lot of the season and then fell off. A lot of surprising things to me at the end of the season and in the playoffs. I did not expect Kansas City to be here. Their offense was anemic. Let's go back to Christmas Day. They lost to the Raiders by double digits. They looked horrible. How this team righted that ship, and I think they won one of their last games 13-12 against the Chargers. I mean, they did not look good going into the playoffs, and now they got very lucky. Miami Dolphins came in a shell of themselves. They had so many injuries, they just couldn't compete, and they were in freezing cold in Kansas City. Okay. Then they go and play Buffalo, and if Buffalo's kicker doesn't muff it, it goes into overtime. So they escape there. And then Baltimore, my God, that team laid one of the biggest eggs, and Lamar Jackson played one of the worst games at quarterback I've ever seen. He was awful. And the defense couldn't get off the field. Travis Kelce carved him up for 116 yards receiving. Hello? You're not gonna let Travis Kelce beat you. You're not gonna force it to be Isaiah Pacheco on the ground or one of come on. And then I'm very disappointed in the 49ers. The 49ers I thought were the best team all season. They went through that rough 3-game stretch where they had no Demo, McCaffrey was banged up, and they had no Trent Williams, and they had injuries on defense. Okay, they lost 3 in the middle of the season, came back right at the ship, kicked the you-know-what out of everybody by double digits, and then they get into the playoffs, and my God, they probably should have lost to Green Bay and Detroit. They allowed a ton of points. I think they allowed over 200 yards rushing to the Lions. It was terrible. And they came out, they looked flat and unprepared in both games. And the guy everybody says is Mr. Irrelevant, doesn't matter. He's the 10th best player of his own team. All he did, the quarterback for San Francisco, Brock Purdy, all he's done is come out and rally the team to 2 back-to-back late fourth quarter wins. And you're going to tell me that guy doesn't matter? And I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, but Patrick Mahomes is the new Tom Brady. You breathe on him, you get a penalty. And so you have the whole Kansas City thing and the fact that I think I'm very worried about how the refs are going to be in this game with regards to Kansas City. And are the 49ers going to come out flat again on defense? If they do, they're going to be immediately behind. And I don't like that at all. If the 49ers are smart, they run the ball, they don't ask Purdy to do too much. And they get ahead, and they stay ahead of Kansas City. Whether they can do that, I don't know. The line has been weird. It was down to -1, then it went back up to San Francisco -2. I don't like San Francisco minus any points in this game. The other thing is, if you try to take that +2 on Kansas City and go to +3, it's -150 at +3. Okay, so to buy 1 point, it's costing you 35, 40 points on the VIG. That tells you something. I believe this is going to be a very, very tight game. I slightly favor the 49ers, so I'm torn. I am thinking about taking the 49ers on the money line for, say, 65% of my units, and then taking Kansas City 35 of my units +2. I think you could win both sides of this bet. I think this game could come down to a 1-point difference, and you could win on the 49ers on the money line, and you could win Kansas City +2. I'm so unconvinced that either one can happen that I'm hedging my bets. I'm going +2 with about 35% of my units on Kansas City. I'm going 49ers, 65% of my units money line, and that's my Super Bowl pick. I think the 49ers win. I don't have tremendous confidence in it. I think Kansas City keeps it close. I have very much confidence in that. So maybe I should be reversing it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going mostly 49ers money line, hedging my bet a little bit, Kansas City +2. Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better better.